Fitness coaches, people that are pursuing fitness coaching, if you're an in-person trainer, you have a 9 to 5, but you really want to grow online, this video is going to be specifically for you, especially if you're a coach that's struggling to sign clients online, right? Right now, you're probably relying on in person, or you might have a 9 to 5 or, a different job, but it's not your purpose. And it could be frustrating, right? It can be really stressful. You can be stuck. Let's talk about in-person training, because I used to be an in-person trainer. And for you right now, you probably started in-person training, but then a few weeks in, you really realized you sign up to be a therapist. You're talking to your clients, they're sharing their life story, you're just counting their reps, wiping down their machines, right? You probably realize you're like a relationship counselor as well. I know I was. All these clients come to you with a baggage, and you have to put on your therapist hat, you have to put on your relationship coach hat, and also at the end of the day, at least for me, I was the janitor, picking up weights, pretty much just being strapped to the gym floor with no freedom in my schedule. Right? I wanted to be a personal trainer to help people, but also be my own boss, call my own shots. But then I was just strapped to my schedule. I didn't have a real freedom. If that's you, this video is for you. Also, maybe you're not an in-person trainer, but you have a 9 to 5. You have a different job, and you have your boss telling you when you could vacation, when you can eat food and take lunch. And you don't really have that freedom in your schedule like a full-time online fitness coach does. I was in both positions. I had jobs I didn't enjoy. I was an in-person trainer, and I saw these people online coaching, and I'm like, how can I do that? And now we've been able to grow our online fitness business to north of $30,000 per month. And I really am not working on it even every day. It's delegated to my team. We have systems that run itself, and it's a blessing. It's a miracle, right? I'm able to travel. Right now I'm visiting my family in Connecticut. It's Easter time, but I live in Florida. Tomorrow I'm going to Costa Rica, seeing my friend because I can. Because I'm able to with my job. And I just share this because coaches, I want the same thing for you. So we're going to be going over basically the compass, the pillars. There's 4 main aspects to get your online fitness business to $10,000 per month and start scaling from there. So I'm going to get into it. You're going to hopefully have some breakthroughs. It's really going to help. All right. So let's start with number 1. First of all, right, and this is usually going to go in order of how we have to work on things. For you, if I can zoom in a little bit here, okay, your niche is too broad. It's too wide, right? You're trying to talk to everyone, and as a result, you're talking to no one, because no one really feels pulled in to your marketing, right? If you on your Instagram bio or the message you're portraying is, I can help everyone achieve all their goals. And I get it. You're someone that really, truly wants to help all people. I understand. But when it comes to marketing, advertising, messaging, that is just not going to work out. It's not going to be the best option for you, all right? Because we want to cut through the noise in a saturated fitness space, so you want to be really narrow with your messaging. Because let's just say we're at a party. It's a ballroom party. There's different groups of people. The music is loud. The lights are on. There's a lot of things going on, right? If I just say, hey, no one's going to look at me, right? But you're going to look if I say your name, because I'm specifically calling you out. So in your marketing, in your messaging, your content, you have to be specifically calling out a group of people, a specific person, okay? So instead of, right, something just happened with my connection. I hope I'm still alive. But for example, instead of I help everyone achieve their fitness goals, okay? I help busy Christian fathers who work a 9 to 5 that are trying to lose 10 to 20 pounds within 90 days. That is super specific, right? And that's going to get you a lot more clients, more income, more freedom in your business because you're narrowing down who you're specifically talking to. And I promise, coaches, this is going to make everything easier. Your marketing, the program you deliver, because now instead of trying to help everyone's problems, you're just solving a select group of people that are willing to pay a lot of money because a specialist will always make more than a generalist. So we have to get really narrow with your messaging, okay? Now, second thing, this leaks into your content, right? So next thing, why you're struggling to get clients online, your content is too general. If I go onto your page right now, it's probably just you working out and you share a couple tips here and there about the workout, right? It's probably just some nutrition tips, maybe a grocery haul, maybe you showed your Costco run, right? Maybe it's a mindset trick. It's not about motivation, it's about discipline, right? Maybe that's sort of your messaging. That is way too general. No one's going to pay you $2,000 to $5,000 for an online program if you're giving out general advice. People pay that money because they look at your content and you're like, wow, this is the only coach I know I need that's going to help solve my specific problems. Right? With content, we want to be in the mind of the audience, of our specific client who we're trying to help out, right? So instead of making a video where you're like, if you're low on time, try this exercise. That's way too general. You have to have a specific ICP, which is your ideal client profile, okay? And with that, a video, let's say we were, focused on the niche I talked about before, the 9-to-5 busy Christian dads, okay? If I were making a video, instead of, if you're low on time, try this, right? I would say, if you are a Christian father and you are strapped with time, every morning you wake up and you are just dreading going to work because you know you're going to be tired, sluggish, lazy, and you look in the mirror before you hop in your morning shower and you just see your overhanging belly and it is just frustrating you. You don't like it. You feel uncomfortable and you're thinking back to your college days where you were in the best shape of your life and you're like, those days are way over and there's no hope for you, even though you're praying every night for a solution and you feel stuck right now. That is what gets clients. Because you're hitting the pain points of your niche, okay? With content, there's 4 main pillars, along with kind of the structure I just shared, hitting their pains, things like that. But 4 main pillars you want to focus on is problem-solving content, actually solving your audience's problems for free, right? And then when they have more problems, they'll trust you with their money. They'll actually pay you to keep solving their next level problems. All right, next thing is going to be more storytelling and connection videos about yourself and just pictures and posts. Okay, third is going to be client results, right? Sharing that you're the authority, showing that you actually know what you're doing. There's clients in your program. It gives your audience a bit of FOMO as well. Okay. And then the last thing is just documentation, where you're kind of documenting your life, right? I'm going to Costa Rica tomorrow. I'm going to document it, kind of just show, right? Like a little bit of my life, a day in the life, things like that. All right. But it's mostly going to be problem solving, connection. It's also going to be client results. All right. Now within that, just like I said before, hitting the pains, hitting the desires, the frustrations, the misconceptions within the content. What I personally do with my clients, I script out everything. When it comes to their stories, right? The stories that expire within 24 hours, you post a story. Literally every single day of the week. Also with their feed structure, that's when you actually publish to your feed. Every single day of the week, I write out the topics and exactly what to say for my clients. Right? So that's how specific and that's how important your content and personal branding has to be. If you're winging this part of your process, you will be winging results, and that's why you're stuck at really minimal clients online and you're frustrated and you're stressed because you're either in person slaving away or you're at your 9-to-5 and you probably hate it. All right? So we need a specific content system. Next couple things. Let me see how I'm doing on time. Okay, I do have to run in a little bit, but I'm here for you. Let's go. Okay, so Last couple things. You don't have a system for sales, right? When it comes to sales, there are millions of tiny micro details you have to focus on, right? So with your sales process, first in the DMs, 4 main things you want to have a checklist, all right? Find out the potential client's goals, why those goals are important, their struggles, and then how long they've been struggling. Then you can lead them to a call, okay? That's in the DMs. Once you're actually on a call, you need to have a specific discovery process where you're kind of putting your doctor's hat on and you're asking specific questions like their main goals, right? What have they been doing to and achieve their goals? Where are they at right now? Their struggles, how long have they been struggling, right? Things of that nature. And then also the program overview. After the discovery phase, you actually want to share what's included in your program, and that's going to be the sales process. Now, under all of that, just like I said before, there are millions of micro details. You need to make sure you have a bulletproof sales process, because guess what? DMs don't matter. Content doesn't matter. Your program that you build out for clients doesn't fucking matter if you're not actually enrolling them into the program. Sales is the oxygen of your business. You need a specific sales system that executes, okay? And very last thing I will share here is you don't have a white glove service, all right? Maybe you sign some online clients, but they leave after a few months. They don't renew. They don't get brought into an upsell, a more expensive program like a mastermind, something like that. Or they just drop off, right? And so you want to make sure that, first of all, they're getting amazing results. You have a personal relationship with your clients. And the biggest thing that they care about is you just giving an F. Like, I've had so many mentors, they've been amazing, but I care about my clients more than fucking anyone. I'll just say it out loud. Excuse my French. I just do. And the care, like AI can't replace my care. AI can't replace how much like I pour into my fucking clients every single day. They can't replace it. Right? And so part of a white glove service is actually just really caring, but then obviously giving them the workout structure, nutrition structure, all right? Also the accountability, checking in, making sure everything is good, okay? Like being the authority coach while being their friend. It's very important, all right? You want to have a white glove service that is actually worth $2,000 to $5,000, all right? So I hope this makes sense. This is pretty much just the overview. If you are stuck, you have to think, right? Bigger picture here. What is kind of holding you back here? I want you to really think about this, coaches, right? Is it your niche, just too general, which is also making your content too general? And then when it comes to your sales, you don't have a system. Maybe you're taking some calls, you're talking to some leads, but they're not buying. That's a sales problem, right? Or maybe you're enrolling people, but then they drop off or they don't renew and re-sign with you because you don't have a white glove service. I want you to start thinking like, what is the biggest problem right now? That's what we can work on. All right. And now, like I was mentioning before, right, this is bigger picture stuff. If you want someone actually inside, taking a peek under the hood of what you're doing and getting custom feedback, one-on-one tailored systems for your niche, your content, your sales, also program delivery, which is your service, listen, this is what I do. All right. If you don't think I'm a good fit and you don't think I can help, definitely keep up with my videos because it's helpful. But if you're like really ready to grow and you're sick and tired of being sick and tired with your situation right now, maybe you're just not making a lot, you're in-person training, you have a 9 to 5, and you want to grow online and make $10,000 per month with online fitness coaching, it's possible for me. A lot of my clients hit that milestone. There is a link in the description of this video. You can go ahead, book in. You and I will kind of strategize a roadmap to get you to 10K per month. We'll go from there. If I can't help out, I'll still give you an actionable plan. But if you feel like the partnership would make sense, that's awesome too. All right. So hope this makes sense. Hope you got value, and I will talk to you soon. Have a blessed day.